The notebook was there, resting exactly where he had found it, and on the first page, a new entry had been added. "You can't outrun the truth, Peter." The storm had passed, but Peter knew his nightmare was only beginning. The days that followed were filled with paranoia. Every shadow seemed to stretch too long. Every stranger's glance lingered a second too much. The notebook haunted him, appearing wherever he tried to leave it, at the gas station, in a dumpster, even tossed into the river. Each time, it reappeared on the back seat of his cab with new entries, each one more cryptic and threatening than the last. Peter's sleepless nights turned into desperate attempts to unravel the mystery. He studied the notebook, noticing patterns in the entries. The names, dates, and locations painted a chilling picture, a trail of disappearances that seemed to lead to an inevitable conclusion. And at the center of it all was him. One night, unable to bear the weight of the unknown, Peter decided to confront it. He drove back to the desolate road where he had last seen the passenger. The woods loomed dark and silent, but Peter's resolve was firm. He stepped out of the cab, clutching the notebook like a shield, and called out, "I'm here. What do you want from me?" The air grew still, and for a moment, it seemed like nothing would happen. Then, a whisper drifted through the trees, chilling and familiar. The truth. The passenger emerged from the shadows, their hood still concealing their face. But this time, Peter didn't back away. "Why me? What is this about?" he demanded, holding up the notebook. The passenger's voice was calm, almost kind. "You've been part of the story all along, Peter. You just didn't know it." As the words sank in, Peter felt a rush of memories, fragments of a life he had long buried, a crime he had witnessed years ago, a decision to stay silent, and the lives that had been destroyed because of it. The notebook wasn't a warning. It was a reckoning. Peter dropped to his knees, the weight of guilt crushing him. "What do I do now?" he whispered. The passenger stepped closer, their face finally visible in the pale moonlight. It was both familiar and otherworldly, a face that seemed to belong to everyone Peter had wronged. "Face it," they said. "Make it right." When Peter looked up, the passenger was gone. The notebook lay open in his hands, its pages blank. For the first time in days, the air felt lighter. Peter stood, a new determination settling over him. He returned to his cab, knowing his journey wasn't over, but had only just begun. It was time to uncover the truth, for the victims, for himself, and for the redemption he desperately needed. As Peter drove away, a faint light broke through the lingering storm clouds, casting a glow over the empty road. The eerie events of the past days left him with a choice: to remain haunted by his silence or to take action. The passenger's cryptic message echoed in his mind, urging him toward the latter. For those watching, remember, secrets have a way of surfacing when you least expect it. What would you do if confronted with the ghosts of your past? Would you run, or would you face them? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling tales. And don't forget to comment below with your thoughts.